Hello and welcome to my tech corner with OBS. Today I'm gonna show how to use this instant replay file manager script in OBS and what it can do for you. Let's say for example that you are having multiple games, multiple sources in your OBS setup and you would like to have your instant replay files to be saved in different locations based on what source or game, for example, you have visible at the moment. Well, with this script you can do it easily. So I have two sources at the moment in this test OBS setup: Game Capture Game 1 and Game Capture Game 2. And these could be any sources what you are using, but this example we are having these two different game capture sources. And then if we see, here is 4 different folder locations at the moment. And on the left we have OBS record and there is replay OBS file. And I would like that file to go into highlights every time when I'm running this shortcut. And let's see what happens. I press the shortcut now. And it will be copied in this highlights folder. And then if I want to have the same file to be copied in the Game 1 folder, then I set this Game Capture source visible. And now when I run the script, the same file is copied also in Game 1 folder. And we can see that the file got copied again in the highlights. And then the same thing if we change the visibility. And now we have Game Capture Game 1 source visible and we run the script. The file will be copied in Game 2 folder and again in the highlights folder. And if we have both sources visible and we run the script, we can see that the file is copied in all 3 folders. And how to set this all up? Well, first you need to go to OBS site. There's a link in the description, and from there find this instant replay file manager and then just press download button and you will get it downloaded. And from there, when you get it downloaded, you need to copy the file, instant replay file manager script file. You need to copy it in this folder where your OBS studio is installed. For example, I have it in C drive and then program files, OBS studio, and then data, OBS plugins, front-end tools and scripts. And when you have copied the file here in this folder, the installation is done. Then we also need some settings, and that is found from tools and scripts. And for me, loaded scripts, I have already instant replay file manager there. But when you do it first time, you just add script from this plus sign and select the script from the location where you just copied, and that's it. But then what we need to put in here on the right side. So first, this replay file. You need to select a file which you want to copy every time when this script is run. And you just press browser and select the file. Then we have this save to highlights selection. And it means that if this is checked, every time when this script runs, the file will be copied in this highlights folder, which you can define and select. For me, it's C OBS record /highlights. And then you have 4 different options, 4 different sources and 4 different folders. So you can select source, which controls the copying process. And for me, I have selected this Game Capture Game 1 source. And every time when this source is visible and you run this script, this file will be copied in this source 1 folder. And same thing for all other sources, source 2, source 3 and source 4. So basically you can have 4 different sources which can control wherever you want to save this file or copy the file when you run this script. And then one more thing, you need to go into File and Settings. And from Hotkeys, you need to find Copy Instant Replay File. And here you can set whatever hotkey you want to use for this script to run. And you can see that actually I have this icon which says this hotkey is shared by one or more other actions. Click the Show Conflicts. And actually this is a really cool feature of OBS, that if I now search replay shortcuts, you can see that I have the same shortcut key set for save replay. So basically what it means that every time when I press Ctrl+C, it will save replay file, and I have it set it in the same folder which I'm using in this copying process. So every time when I press Ctrl+C, I will get new replay, and that will be copied in the location based on my setup. And that's it. You can basically use these sources as visible sources if you have something, or you can just have empty sources, for example, if you just want to have this control and you don't always need to change the folder, or you don't want to copy the files back and forward. You can easily use these different ways, whatever supports your process. But that's it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.